I've been blowing glass since I was 17. I had no idea how hard it was until I watched some glass blowers work when I was in college, and it was just the most amazing thing I had ever seen. From the moment I touched it, it was just what I was gonna do. We definitely walked into the studio every morning knowing what we're gonna make, knowing what colors we're gonna use ahead of time. Since you can't actually start and stop glass blowing, once you've committed to a shape and once you've committed to a color, you have to finish the piece. This is teal color bar. This is the one we're gonna do today. Even though it's very repetitive and you make the same thing over and over, they're not the same. There's so many tiny little variables. Every movement that my body makes somehow will get reflected in that piece because the glass is moving all the time. When you're making it, because it's over 2,000 degrees, you never actually get to touch it, but I'm turning it and shaping it and walking and carrying it. Different shoes being a different height can really change, just the steps I'm taking, and all of that will change the glass shape. I like a lot of bright color and I layer them on top of each other because you can't mix glass color. But if you take an opaque color and add a transparent over it, the transparent is glossy and you see the undercolor through them in the layers. A lot of the influences I have in my current body of work comes from growing up with my father being an auctioneer and owning an antique store. And as long as I can remember, we've always had a house full of all kinds of glass. It's beautiful. Nothing looks like glass, but glass can look like everything. Being an artist and being a working artist is hard in any medium, and I think glass blowing is one of the more challenging because you need a lot of equipment to actually make anything, and all of that equipment is temperamental and expensive. When I was in my mid to late 20s, I decided that I wanted my own hot shop. So I borrowed money from the city of Seattle through the Community Capital Development Program, and I borrowed money from all my friends, and I borrowed money from all my credit cards and built a hot shop. My dad was really an amazing guy. He always wanted me to just be able to afford the lifestyle which I was accustomed to, and unfortunately he passed away way before any of this studio, but he would be amazed. I've had this studio for about 24 years, and I've been blowing glass for 35, 36 years. And I still learn something every day. When you're actually making a piece, you don't mentally relax until it's put in the annealer. Up until the moment you knock it off into your assistant's hands and he puts it in the annealer, which is how it's gonna cool down slowly, then that's when you take that deep breath and you're like, yes, that's done. Now let's do another one. Glass blowing is my job, it's my hobby, it's my fun, it's everything. I mean, I can't imagine myself doing anything else.